In a 2018 article about Eurovision superfans, the New York Times described the ESC as the zany annual pop competition. Oh, really, the New York Times? It's a pop competition? I guess someone forgot to tell these guys. Eurovision has been known to shred faces from time to time. But which countries have brought us the most rock songs? And which years rocked the hardest? It's time to hit the sheets, baby. Google Sheets, that is. Over the past 30 years, there have been over 1,000 Eurovision songs. How could we determine which ones were rock songs in a quasi-scientific way? Well, why not just rely on Spotify, the biggest streaming platform in the world? Thanks to a web-based app called Exportify, we could take a playlist of all the Eurovision songs from a given year and export all the Spotify data associated with them. This includes the tags for both the songs and the artists. Shout out to developer Pavel Komarov for making this available for free. It's a really useful tool if you're looking to do some musical data analysis. But there was a problem. First of all, not all songs on Spotify have tags. More concerningly, not all Eurovision songs are even available on Spotify. And this really is a shame, because if a song isn't available on Spotify, does it even exist, guys? I am formally requesting a grant from the World Heritage Fund to preserve all these old Eurovision songs on my new streaming service, Spotify. So how are we supposed to know which of the songs Spotify didn't have tags for might be rock songs? For that, we had to turn to a bigger but far more sketchy source of tags, Last.fm. This is a user-driven music database, meaning tags can be added by anyone, and meaning we'd occasionally run into cases where some poor guy was working through his deep-seated sexual frustration via song tagging. But every Eurovision song was represented by at least something. Then all we had to do is work some pivot table magic to count up all the songs that had the words rock, metal, or alternative anywhere in the tags. And drumroll please, we found that based on the percentage of total Eurovision songs that were rock songs, Turkey was the rockinest nation. Out of 20 songs submitted by Turkey in the past 30 years, 7 of those songs were rock songs. Only no, they weren't, because when we looked at the data more closely, we found that we were getting a lot of false positives. For instance, take Turkey's song from 2012, Love Me Back. Spotify tagged this one as Turkish pop, Turkish rock. But guys, this does not scream rock and roll to me. And this raises an important question. What is rock and roll? How do you draw the line between rock, pop, folk, and everything else? The short answer is that there is no answer. No real answer, anyway. But we know it when we hear it. Does your song feature a screaming electric guitar solo? That's probably rock. Unless it's Beat It. Does it feature a lot of keyboard and falsetto male vocals? That's probably pop. Unless it's Great Balls of Fire. At least we can agree that rock is more aggressive than pop, unless we're comparing soft rock with power pop, in which case that doesn't work because soft rock is just what it says on the tin, and power pop, despite its name, is actually a subgenre of rock in the first place. In fact, and we consulted a professional musicologist about this, the only way we're going to be able to decide which Eurovision songs actually rock is by turning it over to you. There are 139 Eurovision songs over the past 30 years that contain the words rock, metal, or alternative in their metadata, either from Spotify or from Last.fm. We reviewed each of these songs, and 79 of them seem questionable. Take the UK from 2013. Is this a rock ballad or a pop ballad? You tell us. We have set up a survey that has a link to every one of these songs and lets you decide how hard they rock. Don't feel like you need to judge every single song. We know there's a lot. Just listen to what you have time for and submit the form. We'll collect your responses for about a month, and then any song that you have deemed not rock will be updated on the spreadsheet accordingly. Then we'll be back to tell you what we've learned. Just a heads up, there are some weird songs on that list. Definitely share your favorites in the comments below. Good luck, rockologists, and have fun. I wanna rock and roll all night, so I made a spreadsheet. I wanna rock and roll all night, 'cause spreadsheets rock.